Welcome back, beautiful people, to another terrible unboxing courtesy of. So, on today's episode of Trey the Terrible Collector, we are supposed to be continuing the Battle Brigade series. I have filmed an episode of the Battle Brigade series that features the second and third version of the steel armored mutant Colossus. You will see him here. It's terrible. It's probably the worst figure that I've ever opened from this line. It might be the worst figure that I've opened ever. It's close. But that episode had a ton of technical issues, and it's taking me a lot of time to edit it, and I still haven't actually decided if I'm going to finish it. So I busted out a Beast, who's supposed to be our next one, and I don't know, man. He's not doing it for me. I'm looking at this after I just opened that Colossus, and the only thing I can think is, I don't really want to open this guy next. So, I decided to go back on something that we had started a long time ago. And way back in the first series, we had our first version of Aurora Monroe, the weather goddess herself, Storm. Storm is the sometimes leader of the X-Men, the always amazing. She was fantastic in every comic I've ever read her in. She's one of the best characters, one of the all-time best X-Men. Just the fact that we haven't just been completely inundated with Storm action figures and Storm and other media is a little painful. But our first version of Storm came out, and then I started to look through the list of all the Toy Biz toys that had come, and there weren't a lot of Storms on there. We opened this one, which came in a box set with like Forge and Banshee and Jubilee, and they all had on this outfit. One thing, when we did this episode, I didn't notice her hair is real. Like it's like velvet or something. Super weird. So we got that one. And then we also got Bloodstorm in the Mutant X line. She's a vampire. In this one, she's got a mohawk and like a ponytail coming out of the back and a real leather jacket. So that's pretty neat. But we didn't have a lot of just normal Storm figures. The next one that was produced is the exact same as the first one, but in a silver armor. And then she's got like a little cape thing. And then they also had a white variant of the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and bust this guy open. This, I believe, was listed as like the third series, but she didn't get a picture on the back or anything like that. So we're not going to zoom in on that. We do have the same oddly shaped lightning bolt accessory that fits in her hand, but it doesn't stay at all. It just kind of jiggles in there. It doesn't really. So let's go ahead and take this one out. Oh yeah. So I didn't think it would work, but worth a shot. So the silver version has some yellow accents that the other one doesn't have across. There's like a belt and like a bandolier and little wrist accents. She also has the X symbols on each shoulder like she did in the cartoon, even though this is not the cartoon version. The joints on this one are a lot better than the joints on that one. She features two plastic circles. I thought they were going to like attach to her wrist or like be like almost a cape kind of thing. I don't really know what the vibe is there with that, but she stands a lot better than the black suited one. It's fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's low effort, and for a character like Storm, this is high effort. This is high effort. This is and this I don't know what those things are. So I was really struggling with whether or not I was going to buy the white suited version of this figure, because it's the same one and it's fine. It's just kind of low effort. I wasn't really digging it. I didn't think I was ever going to do it. And as I was going through the list, I came across something. The Battle Action Mega Armor Storm, which includes a 5-inch white suited Storm figure. I I couldn't bring myself to buy the figure itself or by itself, but in a giant mech, I'll take it. So let's go ahead and pull this guy on out. Ridiculous. Brought scissors. So we opened the Sentinel figure a few weeks back, and this will be something that'll look great on the shelf next to it. A gigantic storm robot. This was released kind of towards the later side of the Toy Biz run. They were doing a lot of, oh, what can we do to spice this up, this series, and gimmicks, and the light up ones were really cool. There were a couple others that were really cool. This one, I won't be buying the other ones, but this one's pretty neat on its own. They also did this with Venom and Spider-Man, I think. Whew. All right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. So here we have our gigantic Storm mech. It's got these like wings on the back. Those are pretty cool. I don't really know how to move them. I don't break anything. Oh yeah, look at this stuff. Oh, sick. It's got like a claw. I bet this can go on here. Oh, yeah. Like a storm. Oh, shit. I broke it. I don't think that's supposed to come off that easily. Well, folks, we broke it right away. Shit. Well, let's take Storm out and see how she looks. Perhaps I should have read some instructions. No, that's for nerds. There we go. Oh, ooh. Okay. So why was that my voice just now? So the Storm that comes with this is not exactly the white suited Storm. This one has silver boots and gloves, so that's really cool. She also has the same yellow highlights as the silver suited one, and an actual almost full cape. This is kind of what I thought those other silver ones. It clips at her wrists. Oh no, it doesn't even clip at her wrist. It clips at her shoulders and then loops around her wrist and clips around on the back. Nicely done. Nicely done for a little whatnot accessory. None of the lightning bolts work. This one's absolutely by far my favorite of the ones that are all the same. Let's see. The mech itself, before I jacked it up, was really cool. We'll see if I can fix it. But this makes me feel a little bit better. After opening up those really crappy Colossuses and then getting the Beast in the mail with the gigantic arms, I was like, I need something. And this was it. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in as we unbox some really cool Storm figures. Remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends and all that, blah, blah, blah. But as always, y'all have been wonderful, and I have been terrible, and we will see you again very soon.